everybody. Thank you for joining me for our 12 Days of Christmas video for this week. We are going to be doing DIY super easy teacher gifts. Super easy, super inexpensive. So if you have a lot of teachers in your life, or even if you just have one or two, it's going to be a really easy project. You're going to need a bottle of clear soap with the label removed because let's face it, in this time right now, soap is a hot commodity among teachers. So we need a bottle of clear soap, and you're going to want some kind of small little plastic items, whether they're little rings, Christmas themed, or whether I found these are little buttons that I got at Joann's. They can get a little pricey if you're doing a lot of bottles, so maybe check your local craft stores for like mini ornaments. Those are really great. They usually come in multi-packs and they're not too expensive. Something like that would work real well too. Just so long as it's made out of plastic and not cardboard, because the cardboard's going to get soggy and it's not going to work. You could also use glitter if you want. I tend to hesitate with glitter and soap only because glitter doesn't necessarily come clean, and I can't promise the glitter won't go through the soap and out of the hands, and then you'll have glitter all over your hands, which is not cleaning. You're also going to want something skinny, like a chopstick or a skewer. This is a chopstick, like one of those disposable ones you get at the Chinese food place. When you order your Chinese food, you can just grab a handful of them. Or you could use a bamboo skewer or a popsicle stick if you have a metal skewer. You just need something thin enough that you can get it into your bottle of soap to kind of help push things down. When you buy your soap, you're going to want to make sure it's the gel kind of soap, not the liquid that turns into a foam. That's not going to work real well because everything's going to sink to the bottom in that. In the gel soap, it's going to suspend a little bit nicer, which is going to be good. So you want to make sure that it is clear. You could go with a clear color, like a red or a green if you can find it. That would be fine. It would just maybe make it a little harder to see some of your stuff. So I just went with the straight see-through clear. And then you're going to want to remove the label, so it won't matter what brand of soap it is. It won't matter what scent it is, because you're not going to see any of that. So it is just a clear soap, nothing fancy. And then you'll need that. You'll need your chopstick. You'll need your stuff to put in your soap. And that's all you really need. Oh, maybe some fancy ribbon if you want to really fancy it up. That's entirely up to you. What you're going to do is you're going to take your soap, you're going to peel the label off, you're going to clean any of that sticky stuff off. Goo Gone works great, and then make sure you wash off the Goo Gone. Otherwise, your soap is going to be slippery, which is not going to be particularly useful. Once your bottle is nice and clean and clear and there's no goo on it, you're all set to go. You're going to take your top off. The pump tops are nice because you can tell they're hand soap. I know some of the soap companies have kind of switched to the dish soap top for even their hand soap. That'll still work. It's just the pump top is nice because it looks soap. So you're going to take your lid off, and then you're going to start taking your little things, and we're going to drop them in to our soap. And then we're going to kind of just push them down so that they're hanging out in our bottle of soap, looking super cute. You want to make sure you get them going in all different directions so that you can see them. Now, some of them might not fit because they are too big or too wide, and that's okay. You want to make sure that if there's a right side and a wrong side, that they are right side facing out, so that from the outside of the bottle you can really see those real nice. And you're just going to push those little things down into your soap bottle so that they're floating along in there, making your soap look all cute and Christmassy. And they're just going to suspend there. That's why the gel stuff, it's important to get the gel stuff, because the other stuff is not going to let them just suspend there and kind of float and make your bottle look super cute. That's going to just go right down, sink right down to the bottom. And that won't be nearly so much fun. So you're going to want to make sure you push them down and spread them out, because you don't want to have them all clumped together, because then you can't really see what you're doing. And it's also going to make it hard to get your spout back in for your soap. Put all my Christmas lights in here and just sort of spread them out. Make sure you move them closer to the edges, simply because if you put them in the center, they're going to get pushed out of the way by the pump once you put that in there. So you're just going to put those in there and let them float along, looking cute and adorable inside the soap. It's a really, really easy project. It's really cute and also really practical. I mean, teachers only need so many coffee mugs and things every year. So it's really practical. They can keep it in their classroom and the kids can enjoy it as well as the teacher. And it's going to look really, really adorable. And it's going to be really nice It's going to guarantee your kids' hands are clean in the classroom, which is really nice. So once you think you've got enough bits and bobs in there, you can go ahead and put your lid back on. Let's stick a couple more Christmas lights in mine. And then you can add just some fancy little ribbon to the top of it. I didn't bring any ribbon down with me, but you could use any kind of ribbon, a wire ribbon, a curling ribbon. That's up to you to kind of tie it up and make it look nice. So here I put my lid back on, as you can see, and there you go. You have a very cute, very simple, very practical teacher Christmas gift. It's fairly inexpensive. Like I said, you can get the soap at the dollar store. You can get little bobs and doohickeys all over the place. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them at the craft stores. Just find little things that you like. You can put little bells in there. Whatever really makes you happy. But I do think that plastic is probably your best bet because it's going to hold up nice in the soap and it's not going to get gross. The paint's not going to peel off and that sort of stuff. So, like I said, these are just little buttons I picked up at Joann's, but you can pick up anything you want that will work in there. Hobby Lobby has a nice selection of mini ornaments. Pack Tans used to have a great selection too, although they're not here anymore. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed our project, and I hope you have a great time making soap for your teachers, and everybody has super clean hands when we're done. Have a great week. Bye.